Okay, imagine this. A Category 5 hurricane is screaming down on you. Now, picture yourself trapped in a tiny crawl space under a house, with floodwaters just pouring in. This isn't just a storm, it's a terrifying countdown. So let's get right into this wild story of survival.
So our story is all about Haley. She's a competitive swimmer, and against every warning you can imagine, she drives straight into the heart of this monster hurricane to find her estranged father. She's ignoring the alerts, driving past police roadblocks, and she's about to walk right into an absolute nightmare at their old family home.
Haley's search takes her down into this dark, cramped crawl space, and that's where she finds him. But he's not just stuck down there, he's unconscious, and he is very, very badly hurt.
And we're not talking about a simple break here. His leg is horribly shattered, the bone is literally sticking out. She tries to drag him to get him upstairs to safety, but he's just dead weight. It's completely impossible. And it's at that exact moment that she realizes the rising water isn't the only thing she has to worry about down there.
So let's just break down how completely hopeless this situation is. You've got the rising water, which is like a ticking clock, right? Then you have her father's injury, which is basically an anchor holding them down. And then the executioner shows up, a massive alligator just patrolling the water. Their only, and I mean only, immediate safe spot is this little enclosure of pipes that's too narrow for the gator to get into. For now they're safe, but they are totally, utterly trapped.
Okay, so with the gator held off for a minute, the problem flips from defense to escape. But as they're about to find out, every single option they have seems to lead straight to a horrible end. This timeline just shows you how cut off they really are. Her one connection to the outside world, her phone, gets completely destroyed in an attack that also leaves her badly injured. And when help does show up, first some looters, then the actual police, they all get taken out by the gators. It becomes brutally, horribly clear no one is coming to save them.
Okay, so this puts them in a truly impossible spot, right? They've basically got two choices. The safe route upstairs is blocked by this huge piece of furniture she has no hope of moving from below. The only other way out? A drainage pipe. The catch? Her dad tells her that's exactly how the alligators got in. So it's a choice between the physically impossible and the absolutely suicidal.
With the water rising and rising, leaving them with just inches of air, the choice is pretty much made for them. That impossible path has just become their only path. Haley has to brave the drainage pipe. She literally has to go into the heart of the monster's den to have any shot at all. And just as she's about to break, her father reminds her who she is. She's not just some random person. She's an elite swimmer. She's trained her whole life to push past her limits, to be what he calls an apex predator in the water. This isn't just a pep talk, you know? It's him reminding her that she has a very specific set of skills that might be the only thing that can keep them alive.
So her journey through this pipe, it's a whole mission. Her dad creates a distraction while she squeezes into this dark, terrifying tunnel, and inside she finds something horrifying, a gator nest, and the body of one of those police officers. But that grim discovery comes with a lifeline, his gun. She grabs it just as another gator attacks, and she manages to shoot it and scramble out of there.
But getting out of that pipe? Yeah, that's not the end of it. Not even close. It just opens up a whole new can of worms, a new set of life-or-death problems. The battlefield has changed, but the war for survival is far, far from over.
I mean, just look at this sequence. It shows her incredible resilience. She gets out, immediately blocks the pipe so no more gators can get in, then smashes her way back into the house. Now she's on the other side of that blocked door, and she finds the strength to move that heavy furniture. But by the time she gets the door open, her father's passed out from a lack of oxygen. She has to drag him upstairs and literally perform CPR to bring him back from the brink.
So now they're upstairs, but the entire house is flooding fast, and outside they spot it, a glimmer of hope. The police boat, just adrift. But there's a big problem. A whole stretch of churning, gator-infested water between them and that boat.
And this is it. This is the moment. The point where her entire life's training as a competitive swimmer is put to the ultimate test. It's not about winning a race anymore. It's about outswimming nature's most perfect killing machines.
This is the ultimate showdown, isn't it? You have the alligator, a true apex predator, a master of its environment. And then you have Haley, a human who has trained her entire life to be the fastest thing she can possibly be in that exact same environment. It's pure, raw instinct versus years of discipline.
And here is where her training pays off in a way you'd never expect. See, it's not just about speed.
She uses her incredible lung capacity, her amazing breath control, to go completely still underwater. She plays dead. She lets a gator just glide right past her, and then she explodes into a sprint for the boat. It's brilliant. She outsmarts it before she even tries to outswim it. You know, Haley's incredible fight really leaves us with this powerful question. It shows that the skills we spend our whole lives working on for one reason can end up being the exact tools we need to survive something impossible. It really makes you think, doesn't it? If our greatest weapon isn't just strength or speed, but the creativity to use our unique talents when things get deadly, so what skills do you have that could save you in a crisis you can't even imagine?